Welcome to the VETS library. VETS has 11 libraries. As you can see here, you can use any as long as you have your student card with you. You can access your library via these website addresses, either via the university website, or you can go straight to the library by adding /library to the university website address, or you can visit via your LibGuide. Your library homepage looks like this. Your LibGuide looks like this. It starts with WSG, which is your school, and the name of the LibGuide is Public and Development Management. You do have other LibGuides, but this one is the main LibGuide that we pull resources from when we develop other WSG LibGuides. This is a page from your LibGuide where you will access your core multidisciplinary databases. If, for an example, you need data or stats, you can come here to access whatever you're looking for in terms of data and statistics. These we call financial databases. The library has also developed a research support LibGuide. It is for all postgraduate students, academics, and researchers. You have sister libraries, the Commerce Library and the Law Library. They are on main campus, West Campus. Some of the collections that we have in the Management Library, they are in the Commerce Library. If it happens that maybe you are looking for legal resources, then you will find them from the Law Library. Who are you going to meet when you go to your library, which is the Management Library? You are going to meet Xoliswa Obo. She is the faculty librarian, called the principal librarian. You are also going to meet Maila Kalushi and the rest of the staff. Maila is responsible for the front desk where you borrow library materials. Xoliswa handles information queries and conducts training sessions when you want to be trained on how to use information resources. These are our contact details. Please use email. I prefer email to the phone, not that you can't phone. If it happens that you've got a query regarding borrowing of books or books that were not returned, or there's a fine, or there's a book that you have lost, then you can direct those queries to Maila. Please copy me so that if Maila is not available, I'm Xoliswa, by the way, then I'll be able to attend to your query. And there are other additional contacts on the screen. We have Catherine Dryden and Gidiboni Muachi. Catherine is responsible or is the manager of the Commerce Library. Gidiboni is her deputy. She's also our innovation specialist. They assist Xoliswa with complex information queries as well as training sessions, because at the moment, the Management Library does not have a manager. That post is vacant. These are the library hours. As you can see, we are also open weekends. Having said that, some of the libraries, like the current library, have different operating hours. Otherwise, most of the libraries use these library hours. This is the page for the EVETS catalog, where you will be searching for print library materials and electronic books. You can also access the catalog via your smartphone. We call it the EVETS mobile, but you have to use this URL. The first thing that you should do before you do anything is to create your library PIN. Why? Because you are going to need it when you have to renew your books, when you have to place hold, when you want to view your library transactions, and when you want to download electronic resources like ebooks and electronic journal articles. So when creating your PIN, you're going to create it from this page. As you can see, these 3 boxes. After you have created your PIN, your record, library record, will look like this. How are we going to support you as the library? As much as Wits libraries are well resourced, it can happen that the chapter that you're looking for, the journal that you're looking for, is not available in our libraries. You can request it via interlibrary loans. So you'll be able to borrow it from other libraries on your behalf. Having said that, we do not have interbranch loans. If, for instance, you borrow a book from the Commerce Library, please bring it back to the Commerce Library. Coming to the introductory letter, if it happens that you find yourself, maybe for an example, in Cape Town, and you want to use UCT or University of Stellenbosch, request for a letter of introduction. If you are going to use both universities, we are going to give you 2 letters of introduction. So they will allow you to use these libraries. In the Wet and Weiler Library, which is the main library, we have a writing center where you will be helped with academic writing skills. The schools also do have their writing managers. On West Campus, we have a postgraduate hub. This is where they hold their writing retreats for postgraduate students. We have also the Cullen Library, which is predominantly for postgraduate students. So if it happens that you find yourself on East Campus and you need a library, I would advise that you use the Cullen Library. They have the research commons. So there is a space, a course space for researchers and postgraduate students. They also borrow you a laptop if you need it, but you use it inside the library. The postgraduate office, the university postgraduate office, organizes postgraduate workshops annually. We as the library also participate in these workshops, but we decided that we are going to organize our workshops twice a year. We advertise those workshops on the library homepage. Training sessions are organized by course coordinators. If for some reason there's something that you have missed, you feel that there must be a recap or what, please speak to your program coordinator or your course coordinator. Libraries have what we call reserve collections. These are short loan collections that we keep behind the front desk. Short loan collections are books that are in heavy demand. Others are borrowed overnight, but you have to book them before you go to the library. We also have electronic thesis and dissertations collection on our institutional repository. If it happens that you identify a research report and it turns out that it's an MBA research report, those reports are available on request. Email us, then we are going to download them and send them to you, any that you're interested in. We also have a collection of electronic books, but they have restrictions in terms of user licenses. You find that we have 1 or 2 user licenses, but our priority is to go for multiple user licenses. We also have research databases, for an example, Scopus database and Web of Science. You use these databases if, for instance, you want to follow a certain author or you are interested in the top journals on your topic. I have touched on the research support LibGuide. We have Ask a Librarian service. It's central. The turnaround time is 3 days, but we always advise you to direct your queries to us, your librarians. We also have the scanning, photocopy, and printing facilities. Scanning is free, but you pay for your photocopying and printing. You have to load money on your Kudubugs machine. Please go to VES ICT, which is the computer lab. Take your laptop with you and your smartphone so that they can do the settings for you. We support, as the library, Zotero reference management tool. Zotero is compatible with Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, and Safari. There is a separate training for this. You download Zotero from the internet, you install Zotero connector to link to Microsoft and websites. It's important that you register with Zotero so that you can be able to use more than one machine and to see to it that your references are safe in case something happens to your machine. Welcome to the VES library system. All the best with your studies. Thank you.